Disclaimer: this is an imaginary story. Please don't relate it with any idol or any other person. It's nothing related to anyone's life. It's pure work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. Whatever pics are shown in this story, they all have been taken from Google and Pinterest. The credit for them goes to their real owner. Storyline and voice are mine, so please don't copy that. Jimin, while closing his eyes with his hands, 8, 9, 10, I'm coming, removed his hands and came to living room while searching three naughty troublemaker kids. Wow, in just 10 seconds, they all hide, amazed. They are so fast. Cookie, Titi, Mimi, Minnie is coming. Where can they hide? Checked behind the couch. Here is no one. Checked behind the big chair and painting. They aren't here too. Remove the curtain. I got it, Cookie. Come out. I swear you. No use of shifting into other curtain. I heard your gigglings. Come out fast. Cookie removed the curtain with smiley face. Minnie always finds Cookie. Jimin, now Titi's turn. Where is my cute tiger? My strawberry hunter? Heard muffled giggling and crawled to small section. Oh, so my honey stealer isn't here too. T pressed his lips tightly. Why? It's so hard to find a TT. Crawled to T. I caught you, Titi. T giggling. Minnie is so smart. Jimin, of course I am. T. Minnie shouldn't celebrate this early. Mimi is still hiding. Jimin. Finding Mimi is the biggest challenge. But I won't give up. Mimi, Mimi. Where did this girl hide? Looked here and there. Cookie. Mimi, don't come out. Mimi is Titi and Cookie's last hope. We have to defeat Minnie. Jimin. Yeah, why not? Saw the blanket which was near by couch which was moving and tiny leg and hand had shown. I caught you, Mimi. No need to hide yourself under the blanket. Come out fast. Mimi, inside the blanket. Mimi, no come. Blanky, no go Minnie. Mimi, try. Blanky, love Mimi. Jimin, remove the blanket. Yeah, everything just loves Mimi. Cookie. Mimi, why did you hide here? T. See, Minnie easily caught you. Mimi looked at T Cook. Mimi, no hidey. Mimi, come, Blanky, love. Mimi, Blanky, fall. Stood up. Mimi, go hidey. Minnie, come. Jimin grabbed his tiny baby hand. No need to act so innocent. I find each one of you. I'm not gonna search you again. Mimi. No cheating. Mimi, wrong. Jimin. Minnie is always right. Better luck next time, sweetheart. Victory danced. Yay! I defeated Mimi, Cookie, and Titi. Hyungi came there. I can't believe Hyang's married me with a child. What's happening here? Jimin stopped dancing and looked at Hyungi. Nothing. Hyungi. Why are you still awakened? It's 11 pm. Yangs aren't here, so you all are taking advantage of it. Looked at Teacock. Don't you have school tomorrow? Looked at Mimi. Why I always find you at floor? Get up and go to your room. Looked at Jimin. And you, biggest baby of the house? Hyang went on business trip, leaving their kids here on your responsibility. But here you became child with them. Why are you still awakened? Jimin, we thought to have dinner together. We were hungry, so thought to play while waiting for you. Yoongi came in front of him. Who told you to wait for me? Jimin backstepped. No one. Hanks aren't here. We were missing them. We thought to eat together. Yoongi, you are insane. Looked at Teacock. Have you eaten your dinner? Teacock shook their heads. Very good. Looked at Mimi. And you, Miss Drama Queen? Mimi. Mimi no queen. Mimi Tata's princess. Yoongi. Whatever. Have you eaten your food or not? Mimi shook her head bugilessly. No. Yoongi looked at Jimin. Go and serve the dinner. I'm come. Everyone immediately ran from there. He was Min Yoongi, Mafia King. He was living with his cousin Kim Namjoon and his husband Kim Seokjin. Namjoon had 3 children, twin sons Teacock and a daughter Mimi. Yoongi married to Jimin 2 months ago. It was an arranged marriage. Being a Mafia King, Yoongi was an introvert and less spoken. He was so strict and disciplined. His totally opposite, Jimin, was careless and fun-loving boy. They slept together but still hadn't intimated. Namjoon were handling their business and went on business trip. Jimin was handling the house. Teacock and Mimi were so naughty. Except Jimin, nobody could handle them. Yoongi quickly came back and they all had their dinner and slept together. Time skipped after 2 days. 2 days happily passed without any worry. Namjoon daily called and talked with their children and Jimin. Yoongi went on an important mission. Jimin. Have you lost your mind? No, I can't do this. Have you seen Yoongi's cat glare? He will kill me by his glare only. T. Oh, Mimi. You are so scared of Yoongi. Yoongi won't do anything. Jimin, like you say, I know him very well. In these 2 months, I only get scoldings from him. Cookie. Cookie will handle Yoongi. Don't worry. Jimin looked at Cook. You will handle him. Why do you want me to die in such a young age? Namjoon Hyangs also aren't here to stop him. Mimi showed her tiny punch. Yoongi scoldy. Mimi beat Yoongi. Jimin. No, once I said no, then you should listen to me. Cookie. Just one ice cream won't do anything. Tea. Yes, see, Tata isn't here for stopping us. Minnie should go and quickly come back with tasty chill ice cream. Mimi licked her lips. Mimi ice cream. Jimin. No, if you fall ill, Jin Hyang won't leave me. He will stop my food. Mimi, puppy dove eyes. Please. Jimin. Don't give me these eyes. Ash. Okay, fine. I'm going. But I will buy only one ice cream for everyone. Teacock. Oti. Mimi. Mimi big ice cream. Jimin. pulled Mimi's cheeks. Okay, I will bring big ice cream for Mimi. Don't fight and stay in house. Left by locking the house from outside. Jimin came to ice cream parlor and brought 4 flavored ice creams. The streets were quite busy, the air warm. He never imagined that a simple errand would turn his day upside down. He was running to take taxi errand, a short journey to take or get something for somebody, like buying an ice cream from shop. By searching everyone's favorite flavor, he came far from the house. Now he wasn't getting any taxi. He left the kids alone. He was worrying for them. He was running and trying to stop taxi. He didn't bring his car. He was hurriedly crossing the road, but a car came too fast. Jimin tried to stop aside, but it was too late. Pain surged through his hand and legs as he fell. The world blurred. He was taken to the nearby hospital by local people. His hands and legs got fractured. He badly injured, but there was no danger of his life. Dr. Hobie, who was checking him, asked, Hobie, who will come to pick you up? Give me your family's number. I will inform them. Jimin looked down. My family is out of town. Hobie, with whom are you living here? Give me their number. Jimin, in mind, my husband will never come to pick me up. He doesn't have time for me. Yoongi, what are you thinking? Tell me, who is coming to pick you up? Jimin, no. Cut off. Yoongi entered inside. I'm here, doctor. Hobie looked at Yoongi. Who are you? Yoongi looked at Jimin, who was looking at him with shocked eyes. Min Yoongi, his husband. Jimin, scared. Yoongi. Yoongi showed his index finger to Jimin and looked at Hobie. How's he, doctor? Hobie, his legs and hands are fractured, but there is nothing to worry. He needs care and medication. Yoongi, don't worry about it. I will take care of it. Hobie, good. Give him medicines. You have to give him these medicines. I already mentioned everything in this envelope. Meet me after 1 week. Yoongi heard all the instructions carefully and giving deadly glare to Jimin time to time. He completed all the formalities and paid the bills. He carefully carried Jimin in his arms and started walking. Jimin, Yoongi, what are you doing here? You were on important mission, huh? Yoongi, you thought if you hadn't told me, I would never find out about your accident. You thought I'm mafia for namesake. Jimin, I didn't mean that. Sorry. It was the big shock for Jimin. For the first time, he saw a side of Yoongi he had never known. The feared Mafia King was holding him as if the world itself might shatter if he let go. Jimin tried to explain, but Yoongi shut him by his glare. No explanation, no excuses, just Yoongi's steady arms carrying him, his cold voice now laced with unspoken worry. By the time they reached home, their 3 Winfield were already waiting at the door for Jimin. They were worried for Jimin. Minnie ran behind Yoongi. Cookie. Uni, what happened to Minnie? Mimi. Minnie! Teacock and Mimi were worried to see Jimin like this. They were running behind Yoongi, but Yoongi completely ignored them and came to his room. He carefully laid down Jimin on the bed and placed his medicines on the side table. Teacock immediately climbed on the bed but got stopped by Yoongi. Yoongi, stay away from him. Don't touch him. Sit here. Looked down at his leg where Mimi was hugging and biting. What do you think you are doing? Do you know I can kick you like a football? Jimin. Yoongi, what are you saying? Yoongi looked at him. You just keep your mouth shut. Mimi. Uni hurt Minnie. Mimi bite Uni. Yoongi picked Mimi in his arms and dropped near Teacock. Keep her with yourself. Don't let her come near Jimin. Mimi, mad. Mimi go, Minnie. Mimi love Minnie. You need that. Jimin, Mimi, don't be mad, baby. I'm fine. Yoongi, I swear you're fine condition. After breaking your hands and legs, you still haven't satisfied. What do you want, When I clearly told you to stay inside the house, then why did you go outside? T. Uni, don't scold Minnie. Minnie didn't go by himself. Cookie. Didi, Cookie, Mimi forced Minnie to go outside to bring ice cream. Mimi was denying. Yoongi, so it's your fault. Jimin, no, it's not them. Actually, I want to eat ice cream. Yoongi, good. Now eat medicine and lay here until your plaster cut down. Angrily left. T looked at Jimin's plaster. Minnie, Didi should surely. Cookie, because of Didi, Cookie and Mimi, Minnie got hurt. Tears slipped through his cheeks. Jimin, no baby, please don't cry. It's not your fault. See, Minnie can't wipe your tears. Wipe them by yourself. If you will cry, Minnie will be hurt. Cookie quickly wiped his tears. No, Cookie won't hurt Minnie. Mimi looked at Jimin's big plaster. Minnie legs, hands big. Why? Minnie big, hands, legs, pain. Jimin, I go. This little girl is so curious. Minnie is fine. It's not paining. Yoongi entered inside. You still have stamina to talk. One plaster doctor should put on your tongue too. Jimin, why did you change your clothes? Aren't you going back to your mission? Yoongi, have you lost your brain at accident place? How can I go to mission leaving you here in this condition? Jimin, but you said this mission is very important for you. Yoongi, none of mission can be more important than you. I'm not going anywhere until you are completely well. Jimin blessed hard to hear this. Now, what happened to you three? T. When will Minnie be fine? Yoongi, it will take time. Be careful around him. He needs us. Mimi safe Minnie. Minnie no pain. Jimin saw Kit's innocent face, who were so hurt to see him in pain. Yoongi saw Jimin's face, who were smiling in pain to not let Kit feel bad. His glare turned softened. He left to prepare dinner for them and Teacock followed them. Mimi was with Jimin and keeping her eyes on him. Yoongi, while looking at kitchen, after a long time, I'm here to cook something. First, Mom was cooking. Then Jin Hyang started cooking. Whenever Hyang wasn't there, Jimin prepared food. I never get any chance to prepare food. That's alright. I will prepare the dinner. So, what happened if I haven't cooked from years? I can prepare delicious food. If I can slam my enemies, then chopping these veggies and putting them in pot isn't big deal. Cooking is so easy. Tea. Yuni, what are you doing? Shungi, while bringing veggies. Prepare dinner. Jimin has to take medicine. Cookie. Cookie will help Yuni. Yungi. No need. I will prepare everything by myself. Tea. Yuni knows cooking. Yungi. While washing veggies. No. I'm far better than cook than your mama and Minnie. Cookie. Nobody can be better than mama. Mama is the best. Tea. And Minnie too. Yungi. Today, after tasting my dish, you will forget your mama and Minnie's food. You will beg to eat my hands' food. Tea. Really? Yuni makes this much delicious food? Titi's mouth is filled with water. Yungi. Of course I will. Tea. Yuni, prepare more food. Titi is so hungry. Cookie. Yuni, if food isn't delicious, Cookie will beat Yuni. Let's go, Titi. Yungi. What a dangerous kids they are. After half an hour, Yungi came there with soup. Cook and Mimi made cute drawings on Jimin's plaster. Yungi put the tray on the bed and helped Jimin to sit. Jimin, its aroma is superb. Yungi, taste it. I bet you can never forget the dish. Fed Jimin, how's it? Jimin closed his eyes and gulped hard. It was delicious. Tea. Now Titi's turn. Titi's so hungry. Yungi. Why not? Jimin. Yungi, order food for them and yourself from outside. Cookie raised his one eyebrow. Wait, isn't it good? Jimin. No, it's so delicious. I will eat all. Then nothing will left for you. That's why I'm saying to order food. Yungi, it's alright. I prepared more in quantity. You can eat as much as you want. It won't be less. Fed Tea. Tea spit on Yungi. Ew! Cookie fed the soup and spit on Yungi. Ew! Yungi, what happened? Tea quickly drank water. Is this a soup? Yungi, it's my mom's special recipe. Cookie pulled Yungi's fistful hair. Yuni lied that Yuni knows cooking. Yuni doesn't know anything. It's so bad. Yuni added sugar instead of salt. Everything is so bad. Yungi, how is this possible? Tasted it and looked at Jimin. Why did you lie? Open your eyes and answer. Jimin opened his one eye. I didn't want to discourage you. You prepared the food with so much hard work. I didn't want to make you feel sad. Yungi softened his gaze. You. Mimi pulled Yungi's hand and spit water on it. Ah! What's this? Why did you spit water on me? Mimi. Ew! Yungi. Now water also tastes ew to you, Mimi. Titi ew. Cookie ew. Mimi ew too. Yungi. They both ate soup. Take a spoonful soup. Come here and first eat soup. Mimi. ran to Cookie. No! Mimi, no ew food. Mimi, only tasty food. No ew food. Mimi, hungry. Jimin, Yoongi, order food. Yoongi, but first you come here. Grabbed Mimi's clothes, pulled to himself, and wiped his hands where she spat the water. Mimi bit Yoongi's arm and went to tea. Mimi, close you too! Looked at Jimin. Mimi! Jimin, Yoongi, why are you teasing her? Order the food. See, Cookie is glaring you. If you don't want to get beaten up by Cookie, then order the food now. Yoongi looked at Cookie, who was glaring at him. I'm ordering. Why so angry? Yoongi ordered the food and they all fed Jimin carefully and ate themselves too. Cookie kicked Yoongi for serving such a bad soup. Time skipped in the morning. Yoongi brought Jimin back in their room after helping him in freshen up. He helped him to change his clothes and gave him his medicine. Yoongi, all good? Jimin, thank you. Yoongi, house is so quiet. It's not the good sign. Can you check babies? Yoongi, why? It's good. You should be happy. That house is silent. All three monsters must be sleeping. Jimin, if kids are at home and still house is silent, then it's the sign of disaster. Yoongi, you are worrying for nothing, but still you are saying so. I'm going to check them. Jimin, thank you so much. Yoongi went to Namjin's room to check Teacook and Mimi, but they weren't there. While searching them, he came to laundry room and found Cookie in washing machine. Yoongi, what are you doing in washing machine? Cookie looked at him. Yoongi is useless. Someone has to do the household works. Cookie is doing the laundry. Yoongi, go inside. You also need deep cleaning like clothes. Cookie, why should Cookie go inside? Cookie only came to put dirty clothes. Yoongi doesn't have any work. That's why Yoongi came here to waste Cookie's time. He came outside of washing machine and went to bucket in which he already put the clothes and washing powder. The bucket he used already had so many holes and all the soapy water was coming out from it. Beside him there was a wooden basket of dirty clothes. Yoongi, you spread foam everywhere. You will slip. Leave that and come here. Cookie, pouty face. Yeah, leave everything and come to Yoongi. Cookie isn't irresponsible like Yoongi. Minnie is sick, so now Cookie will do Minnie's work. Cookie can't sit tension free like Yoongi. Yoongi doesn't want to do anything and come here to eat Cookie's tasty brain. Get out of here. Yoongi looked at Cookie. What an insulting tone. Left to check others. While searching tea, Yoongi came to living room and found Tea was brooming the wall. Yoongi leaned on the wall and looked at Tea with disbelief eyes. Yoongi, I didn't know we have to broom the walls. Tea turned to Yoongi. Yoongi doesn't know because Yoongi is dumb and doesn't have any relationship with cleaning. Every corner should be clean. Yoongi glared at him. Aren't you talking too much? T. Isn't Uni disturbing Titi too much? First, Uni is only roaming in the house like ghost. Then came here to disturb Titi. Uni doesn't have any sense of responsibility. Minnie is sick. Uni should help Titi to clean the house, but no, Uni only want to use Uni's tongue. If Uni use Uni's delicate hands as much as Uni use Uni's tongue, all the work in the house will be done. Yungi looked at T with widened eyes. What? T sat on the floor near the mop and held his forehead by his hand dramatically. Muni, Halmoni doesn't teach anything to Uni. How much work poor T does alone. Poor Minnie is so unlucky to have a brat and useless husband. Mama isn't at home. Minnie is sick now. Titi has to take care of the house. Titi will learn everything so that Titi would be wife, get good husband, not bad like Uni. Yungi mumbled. He works less and act more. Why does he act like typical mom? And this much scoldings Jin Hyang never gave to Jun Hyang. This much this tiny boy gave to me. I think I should leave before he curses me more. He came to kitchen while searching Mimi and found her on the floor while holding wooden spatula around her so much mess. She brought the ingredients and pot. Yungi, now what are you doing here? Mimi looked at Yungi. Mimi, tasty food. Yuni, you food. No eat. Mimi, eat tasty food. Minnie. Minnie, happy, fine soon. Yungi, yeah, why not? Only this left. You will teach me how to cook tasty food. Mimi showed him a spatula. Yes, Mimi teach Yuni no. Yuni bad. Yuni no help. Mimi good girl. Mimi help Minnie. Yungi, that's enough. You aren't helping. You are creating mess. Mimi mad and went to other side and started throwing containers. Yeah. Mimi mess, Uni good. Why Uni eat food? Mimi work. Mimi tired. Mimi no DB disturb. Uni DB Mimi. Uni work. No. Uni only stand. Minnie work. Mimi love Minnie. Mimi happy Minnie. But Uni no happy Minnie. Uni sad Mimi. Continues with rap in unknown language. Yungi looked at her. Now she is looking like Jin Hyang's daughter. Neither do I understand his raps nor her. Don't know in which language she is talking, but one thing is clear, she is cursing me. Yungi couldn't bear more insult and immediately went to Jimin and started complaining to him about Tea Cook and Mimi. Yungi, you were right, Jimin. They weren't sleeping. They were planning to attack me by the arrow of words. They three made me so frustrated. Spin while holding his fistful hair. I just want to throw them out of my life. Jimin looked at his red and furious face. But what happened? Why are you fuming in anger? Yungi, what happened? Those three kids sucked my all the energy. Jimin, stop cursing my innocent babies and first order food for them and don't forget to order banana milk for Cookie, strawberry milkshake for Titi and jam for Mimi. They won't eat breakfast without these things. Yungi, what should I order in breakfast? Jimin, anything. Yungi, then pancakes. Jimin, if you are going to order pancakes, then make sure order only chocolate chip pancakes for Cookie, buttermilk pancakes for Titi, and rainbow mini pancakes for Mimi. Mention in order that pancakes must have bright smiley face and give extra syrup aside. Yungi, shocked. What's this? Pancakes have types? When did this happen? I only eat pancakes. Mom never gave me these many options. Jimin, because mom knew you don't need decorative food but tea, cook and Mimi needs. Yungi, because of you and Jin Hang, they are this much spoiled. Anyways, tell me what should I order for us? Jimin, anything. Yungi, tofu. Jimin, you don't like to eat tofu in breakfast. Yungi, bibimbap. Jimin, order anything light. It will be heavy. Yungi, kimchi jjigae. Jimin, I don't think I'm allowed to eat spicy food. Yungi, then what should I order? Jimin, anything. Yungi glared at Jimin. Here isn't any dish available which name is anything. Why don't you tell me exactly what should I order? Jimin, you can't order simple breakfast. Leave it. Order rice porridge and stew with herbal tea. Yungi mumbled. When you want to order rice porridge, then why didn't you tell me before? Jimin looked at him. Did you say anything? Yungi, nothing. Thank you for suggestion. Ordered the food. Jimin, it's all right. Now tell me what happened. Why were you mad? Yungi placed his mobile on the bed. Oh yeah, you don't know they three bullied me. Cookie was sitting in washing machine and when I asked what he was doing there, he started taunting me for not helping you. He was brooming the walls and said mom didn't teach me anything. He was cursing me for not a good husband. And that tiny grandmom, she was cooking the tasty food for you because I prepared you food. She was rapping exactly like Jin Hang but in an unknown language. Everywhere is just mess. They all were attacking on me like I did your accident. I was the main culprit. They didn't listen to me. They taunt me like I'm not a mafia king. I'm their servant. This much taunt Jin Hyang didn't give to Jun Hyang this much. These tiny kids were taunting me. I was feeling so helpless. They were literally scolding me and talking back with full attitude. Yeah, I accept that I did blunder in cooking. It's alright, I accepted that. I know cooking, but I hadn't cooked from long time. That's why I forget the measurements. I'm just a human being. I can make mistakes too. But just by one mistake, they declared me as useless. Tell me, where is the justice in this? People feared of me and didn't dare to speak, but here in my own house, my niece and nephews are taunting and cursing me. Jimin, calm down, Yoongi. There is nothing to shout. Yoongi, nothing to shout? Seriously? They tagged me as an useless husband. It's a big thing for me. Jimin, why are you taking their words so seriously? They all just want to help me. They always help me. Yoongi, I made my mind. We don't have kids. Jimin, what rubbish are you talking about? Why won't we have kids? Yoongi, because I don't have stamina to handle them. I can't handle these three monsters. They threes are so much. No, I can't let my innocent babies to become monsters like them. Jimin, they aren't monsters. They are so sweet. Yoongi, if this is sweetness, then I want to be diabetic. Jimin, don't speak ill. Doorbell rang. Yoongi, I think our breakfast come. Wait here. I'm coming. Yoongi brought the breakfast and they all had their breakfast. Teacock and Mimi kept backbiting of Yoongi while Yoongi was cleaning the mess which they spread and gave them bath too. Time skipped after some times. Yoongi lay down on the bed. Ah, finally I'm done with everything. Jimin, how do you manage to do everything alone? It's so difficult. I thought handling house is easy, but it's way more difficult than handling mafia work. It's a selfless job. No matter how perfectly I do my work, but Teacock and Mimi found the fault and taunt me. They never satisfied by my work. Jimin, are you listening? Looked at Jimin, who was trying to scratch his neck by shoulder. What happened? Jimin, it's itching. My whole body is itching. Yoongi, don't move. I will scratch. Started rubbing his neck. Is it fine? Jimin, yeah, but now my shoulder is itching. Yoongi, wait, let me talk to doctor. Call doctor. Okay. I will give that. Thank you, doctor. Cut the call. Jimin, what happened? What did doctor say? Yoongi, while placing beanbag in washroom, doctor said maybe any medicine reacted or because you didn't take bath, that's why it happened. Carried Jimin in his arms and brought him in washroom and carefully placed him on the beanbag near the bathtub, which was filled with lukewarm water. Jimin, what are you doing? Yoongi, removing your clothes. Jimin, why? Yoongi, for giving you sponge bath. Doctor told me to give you sponge bath. You will feel good. Started undoing his shirt. Jimin, no, send Teacock here. They will give me sponge bath. Yoongi, they are just kids. They may hurt you. Jimin, why aren't you understanding? You can't give me bath. Yoongi bent on his knees and cupped his face. Hey, first relax. I know you are hesitating to show me your skin, but it's completely alright. We are legally married. If not today, then tomorrow we have to see each other. There is no need to feel awkward. I will close my eyes, but if I do that, I may hurt you. Removed his own hoodie. See, I also removed my hoodie. Now don't be shy. Yoongi carefully removed Jimin's and dipped the sponge in water and gently traced on Jimin's neck. Jimin closed his eyes tightly as soon as the sponge touched his warm skin. With Yoongi's finger, he felt a strange spark. He pressed his lips tightly and bit his lower lip. Yoongi felt Jimin's hesitation and decided to talk with him to remove this awkwardness. He saw the mole on Jimin's chest and said, Yoongi, Jimin, you have so many moles. Jimin opened his eyes and looked at Yoongi. Yoongi pressed his thumb on his chest mole. What are you doing? Yoongi, I'm just appreciating your moles. They are so beautiful. Jimin, blessed heart, stop it. Yoongi, you look more beautiful with these blush cheeks. Can I ask a question? Jimin, ask. Yoongi, were you forced to marry me? Jimin, no, I agreed by my own free will. Nobody forced me. Yoongi, are you happy with this marriage? Jimin, but suddenly, why are you asking this? Yoongi, then why did you tell the doctor that nobody will come to pick you up? Jimin, oh, Dad, you were on your mission. Namjin Hangs weren't here too. That's why I said. Yoongi, it's lie. Tell me the real reason. Jimin, I think you aren't interested in me. You don't care about me. You always talk about your work. You never talk with me normally. We didn't go on any dates. We slept together, but still we didn't have any relation. So I thought for you only your work matters. You married just for your family. Yoongi, yes, you are right. I married only for my family. Actually, I don't want to marry. For me, my work is more important than anything. I don't like if anyone complain about small things and disturb me. I thought marriage means responsibility and bondage. I don't want to be caged. I saw Jun Hyang's condition. Before marriage, he did whatever he wanted, but after marriage, he caged. He asked Jin Hyang first before doing anything. It made me feel like marriage is a suffocation. You can't do anything according to your wish. I thought nobody could understand me and my work, but then you came in my life. My way of seeing the world and marriage had changed. You never stopped me to do anything. You didn't counter question. You didn't force me to do any childish things and interfere in my privacy. You understand me and my works. Yes, I am an introvert and feared by many, but it doesn't mean I don't care about my family. My family comes first, and now you are the part of my family. You will always be on top of my priority list. I can't leave you in pain and go to my mission. Nothing is more important than you. I may not express my feelings, but it doesn't mean I don't feel anything for you. I don't know what does it call, but I genuinely respect you, admire you, and grateful for you to come in my messy life and arrange it in best possible way. Jimin looked at him. That means you don't have any problem with this relationship? Yoongi, no. Yes, this marriage was arranged but not forced. I married you by my own free will, not because of anyone's pressure. Jimin, then why didn't you tell me before? I thought you weren't interested in me. Yoongi, we never get time to talk and express ourselves. Actually, I'm just a bore. There is nothing to tell about me. I always down in my work. I don't know how to start the talk and tell those fancy words. Jimin, what if I don't want any fancy words? My life is totally opposite of yours. Since my birth, I was always in center of attraction. I always get everyone's attention. I'm so talkative. I can live without food, but I can't live without talks. But when I married you and came here, you didn't talk with me. I was waiting for you at our wedding night, but you just came and sleep. It hurt. I thought we would at least talk, but your response was so cold. Yungi, at that day, Teacock and Mimi were sticking with you. They didn't leave you alone, and when we finally got some alone time, you were so sleepy. Your eyes were begging for sleep, but you were forcing yourself to awake. Jimin, you noticed? Yungi, of course I did. I may not tell, but I noticed each and everything. I thought you would need some time. So I went on mission for a few days so that you could adjust well. We have whole life to start our married life, but first your comfort is important. That's why I maintain distance. Jimin, you think this much about me and stupid me. I thought you weren't interested in me. That's why you were ignoring me. Yungi, now we have plenty of time to know each other. Since Hyangs aren't here, you aren't well, and I will be here until you are completely fit and fine. Jimin, that means every day is date. Yungi, you can say that. Jimin, people go on love date, but we are on sick date. Yungi smiled. You are so funny. How can you smile in pain? Jimin, because it helps me to forget the pain. Yungi rubbed his nose with Jimin's. Then I will never let this smile fades away from your face. I promised. Jimin blushed hard. You will talk and I will listen you without any complaint. Yunmin were talking and blushing. Yungi was giving him a sponge bath and teasing him for having so many moles on his body. Their shy romance was continued. Yungi made him wear his clothes and took him in their room. Time skipped after few weeks. Few weeks passed. Yungi was with Jimin like a shadow. He didn't leave him alone. He took care of him like a small child. They both came closer to each other. They knew each other in better way and trying to adjust their behavior. They didn't tell Namjoon about Jimin's accident because they didn't want to worry them. Yungi prepared food with the help of Jimin's instruction and cooking videos. Daily at night, the expert research team of 3 people sat and decided what would be the next day's menu, and Yungi prepared that. Teacock went to school and Yungi took the whole responsibility of their studies. In absence of Teacock, Mimi was in charge of ruining Yungi's peace and boil his blood by her naughtiness. She was more naughtier than Teacock. If nothing was changed, then Teacock and Mimi's taunting and naughtiness. Whole day they just pointing out Yungi's mistakes. Jimin always hear their complaints and tried to become a peacemaker. Right now, Teacock were in the living room and doing their homework. Yungi was teaching them and answering their baseless questions. Jimin was sitting on the couch and Mimi was in backyard and playing alone. Cookie, Yuni, why does moon always follow Cookie? Yungi, moon doesn't follow you. Moon is everywhere. You are walking, that's why it seems walking with you. T. Uni is lying. Titi can't see moon from Titi's school. Yungi, because at daytime you can't see it. T. We. Yungi, because sunlight is too bright to see moon. Yungi, middle face. Oh, that means sun is bullying poor moon. Cookie will complain to moon's mama and tell her to scold moon. T. Uni, where is moon's mama? Yungi, I don't know. T. Ah, isn't Uni learning school? Yungi, in my school, this didn't teach. Cookie, we? Yungi, I don't know and stop asking useless questions. T. Why is Titi stop asking questions? Dada said asking questions are good habit. Yungi, then ask to your dada when he come back. Cookie, oh yeah, Uni isn't intelligent like dada. Uni is dumb now. Yungi looked at Jimin, who was laughing. What happened to you? Aren't you enjoying so much? Jimin, can't an innocent mini enjoy now? Yungi, stop enjoying and shut your mouth. Teacock jumped on Yungi. Why can't Minnie enjoy? Minnie, you laugh. We will see how Uni stop Minnie from laughing. Yungi, you all will make me mad one day. There, Teacock were eating Yungi's brain, and here Mimi was playing in the backyard and fell on John's flower pot. Mimi, you bad pot, Dibby. Mimi, no leave bad pot flowers. Brought the stick and broke all the flower pot while hitting. No hurt Mimi. Mimi so dangerous. Mimi beat bad pot. Fell on the ground and dirtied her clothes. Ground. Love Mimi. Mimi no. Mimi huggy. Ground after. Mimi angry. Mimi beat first. Huggy ground after. Utti again stood up and started beating the pot. No, Tippy, disturb Mimi. After breaking all the flower pot, she rolled down on the ground and happily hugged ground. Tico came there after eating Yungi's brain and found her playing with mud. They brought the garden hose and showering on Mimi. Mimi flinched hard. Rain, go away. Mimi huggy ground. No Dibby, Mimi. T. Mimi is not the rain. She is Titi and Cookie. Mimi looked at them. Why Titi, Cookie? Rain, Mimi. Mimi huggy ground. Cookie. No huggy ground. Mimi dirtied her clothes. Stay here. Mimi. No. Mimi, no. Rain. Mimi, play. Started running. Mimi was running and Teacock were running behind her. Whole ground filled with water. They all were completely soaked in water. Hearing noise, Yungi came there while carrying Jimin in his arms. Yungi, see, they all again started playing with water. I don't understand. They are human or fish. Jimin, It's okay, let them enjoy. It's the time to enjoy their life. Once Hangs come back, they won't let them enjoying. Yungi looked at broken flower pots. This girl don't know what problem has with flower pots. She always broke the flower pots. They were new flower pots. Jun Yang will kill me if he finds out this. Jimin, it's all right. I have the number of nursery. We will bring new pots. Jun Yang won't find out anything. Yungi placed him on the beach chair. You sit here. I'm going to bring them back. Yungi went to bring Teacock and Mimi back, but they pulled him down and hugged him tightly while rolling on the ground. Water was showering over them. Yungi was screaming, but kids didn't feel mercy on him. Seeing his this condition, Jimin was laughing his lungs out. Time skipped after few days. Few days passed. Namjin hadn't returned. Teacock and Mimi were running in the living room, and Jimin was sitting and laughing. Yungi entered with snack tray. Snack time. Your order of milkshake, potato wafer, and popcorn are here. Place the tray on the center table. Come here. Mimi looked at the tray. Mimi, cookie, no. Yungi, oops, I forgot it in the kitchen. I will bring it. Yungi brought the cookies and they all settled down on the floor and Yungi sat on the couch beside Jimin. They were watching cartoon movie together. Namjin entered in the house and heard their bickering and giggling. June, shocked, Ginny, our house is in single piece. I thought by the time we would return, they would burn the house. Jin, what happened to Minnie? June, how did Minnie get this much injury? Jin, don't know, but look at Yungi, he's smiling and Jimin too. June, we left the cold iceberg but got the pooky mafia. I think Minnie's injuries brought them together. Mimi saw Namjin and ran to them. Mama, Dada, hugged them tightly. Teacock also hugged them. Mama, Dada. Titi and Cookie miss you so much. Jin, we missed you too, babies. How are my babies? Joan, Minnie, how did you get injury? Jimin, it's a long story, Hang. Come, let's sit and talk. Yungi, Hang, your monsters ate my brain. Jin, you have brains too? June, okay, no more fight. We brought gifts for everyone. We will fight later. With that, Namjin sat on the couch and everyone started sharing their talks while laughing and teasing each other. Love is shown not just in words but in actions, even the smallest ones. True care means being there when it matters, even if it's inconvenient. Family isn't just by blood, it's built through trust, laughter, and shared struggles. Chaos and mistakes are part of life, but together they turn into cherished memories. In the end, love grows stronger when hearts choose each other every day. The end. Arthur's note. That's it for today. I hope you all liked it. It was the requested story for one shot. I hope I didn't disappoint you. Arranged marriage is like walking on an unknown path with a stranger about whom you know nothing. You can only hope that a stranger will be good to you. The main problem is with introverts that they hesitate to show their feelings. but they are the most caring persons because they never show off. They care genuinely by heart. What a good feeling it is when the person whom we never expected anything takes care of us like a little child. Teacock and Mimi were, as usual, super supportive and protective towards Jimin. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will meet soon with new story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share, and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.